How to be more confident to build sentences in French. When you feel stuck, when you try to speak French and nothing comes out of your mind, this video is for you. I show you how to release your French confidently from the most simple words to more complex sentences. I'm Thomas and I teach French, so let's get into it. I'm going to show you a simple method where you start with the most basic sentence so that you can be comfortable with this sentence. And then you add another basic sentence to get a longer and more complex sentence. In this episode, I show you the basic rules to do that. And then you can go to the website, the link is in the description, where you'll find a video and a PDF file to practice different combinations of what we're going to learn and to practice to be more confident. So let's start with simple sentences. The verb to arrive is transparent. It's arriver. The most basic sentence with the verb to arrive would be a small sentence like he arrives. Il arrive. As a quick reminder, in order to conjugate ER verbs like arriver, you replace the ER by an E, and you add the appropriate silent letters when you have to, when you write it. It works with almost all pronouns except with you plural, where you keep the infinitive form, the to form, and you replace the ER by a Z. And the written very formal oui, where the verb ends with on. But if you feel lost, you can watch the episode on ER verbs in French expressions. So for instance, you have she arrives, elle arrive. And this is a sentence already. You can think about it as a two legs sentence. Someone is doing something, and you need two legs to walk. The person who is doing something and the thing that's being done. That's what you need to keep in mind. And this idea actually applies for all sentences. When you want to say something, if you feel stuck, just think, okay, who's doing what? And really split your sentence into the most basic and simple ideas. And really focus on these small ideas one after the other. It's really important for your confidence and for your ability to build sentences to understand that it's just from that kind of small basic sentence that we are going further to build richer sentences. Everybody builds sentences with small two legs sentences or small ideas. That's the secret. When you need several verbs or lots of pronouns and you want to avoid a real mess, you need to focus on and to understand each fundamental part of your sentence one by one. I show you an example and I explain further what I mean. To think in French relates to pensive, and since it's an ER verbs, it ends with "et". So to think is penser. If you want to say I think that, you think that, etc., you need that. And that is que. I don't have a memory hack for que, it's just the way it is. That is que. How would you say she thinks that you arrive, or she thinks that you're arriving? And I would like you to think of this big sentence by splitting it into small two-leg sentences. By the way, you can pause when you see the clock and take time to think about it. First two-leg sentence, she thinks that. Second two-leg sentence, you arrive. How do you say she thinks that you arrive? Elle pense que tu arrives. So first, you really focus on she thinks that. You don't pay attention to what's happening next. And once you found elle pense que, only then you focus on you arrive. Tu arrives. But why is it important? Maybe it seems easy with this example. You can let me know in the comment if it's too easy for you. But later on, and sooner than you think, when you say more complex sentences, with more verbs and more interactions between people and things in your sentences, you'll probably feel lost or overwhelmed at some point. That means that you need to go back to the basic idea. Who's doing what? Where are my first two legs? And then the next one, and the next one, etc. Even if it seems easy today, it's important to get the habit of focusing on understanding what you're saying step by step. Because the more you think of what you're saying, the more you take confidence. Don't get impressed, just be slow, and that's how you'll improve your speed and your confidence. First, by slowly understanding everything you say. Because when you split a sentence to get the most basic idea, that allows you to reduce your cognitive load, your brain load. You lead your energy toward that small idea. So you're more able to say it. That forces you to make simple sentences, which is really good to clarify what you want to say. And so you become more understandable to other people and even to yourself. It allows you to know quickly what you have to improve. What should be your priority? When you realize that you're struggling on one idea more than on another one, you can work on it. And then you can watch yourself improving. Try to say different combinations of the same sentence. I think that you arrive in town. They think that she arrives in town. So you can follow the link in description. You'll find on the website a PDF file and a new video to help you practice the different combinations of the sentence we learned today. And really, practicing the basics is what will give you the confidence you need to speak French. You have all the cards, now it's in you.